What's going on YouTube? I'm gonna just go over a quick breakdown of the callouts that me and my friends use in ranked, just so you know you're gonna be able to pinpoint where everybody is and cut off the right lanes. So back here we call this army. This is a default spawn for pretty much every hill except for P4. So you're gonna be using it a lot. Back army. Then you got this little gas container. We call it gas or tanker. A lot of people like to play here to watch the cross and stuff like that. So gas or tanker. Then back here we have alley or back alley. So for P2, a lot of people spawn back here sometimes. So if they're pushing up this little alleyway, you can call it alley. Um, then if they're on like this, we call it like flowers. If they're in the flower pot, a lot of people like to prone in here and just kind of watch it. So flowers. This little thing is called cube. A lot of people like to head glitch it when they're watching outer P2. So cube in here, obviously P2. A lot of people like to play in the tub, so if they're in the tub, you could just say, you know, tub or hot tub behind P2. This is a lot of people like to play there. This is outer palms. So if they're back here, you know, they're outer palms, they're playing back here. This is another spawn for P2. We call this dark. So if they're here, you know, they're dark, they're pushing dark to outer palms. Then you have pool. A lot of people like to try to break through the front, coming through like vault. They spawn middle, so you know AS and D in there to pull. Then obviously P2 again. And this is short, so short to P2 or short to like ammo, which is this big building right here. We call this ammo. So if they're inside of it, you got bottom ammo. Then obviously you can go top ammo, back ammo, and then side ammo. Pretty self-explanatory. This little thing we just call it tree. So tree right there. Then this whole like entranceway we call this lobby. So lobby to P1 or lobby to catwalk. So up here is catwalk. So lobby to P1, we differentiate the both sides. So this is open because obviously it has like openings, and then this side is closed. So if they're telling this little room, which we call lights to closed or lights to open. You know, especially in control, because you could pull up here. Oh, they're proning open or proning bottom cat. If you like die here, they're open side, or if they're over here, they're closed side. And then closed to double doors or mid cut, either or kind of works. Obviously P3. A lot of spots that people like to play would be like here, so like they're playing mid doors P3, or on the pillar. So you can play both sides on the pillar. So pillars on P3, and then either front P3, which is like some people like to watch the front P3, or right here is B control. This whole like kind of area is B control. Then just like P2, this is outer palms, pretty self-explanatory. Usually if they're outer palms, it's P3's popped or P4, or you could say like outer palms B side, outer palms P2 side on the other side. Then we make our way over here. We call this little area side art. Some people like to push over here and kind of play it. Side art. Then you have like front art, and then obviously in here is bottom art, and then up there is top art. So this whole building's art, but you can differentiate like bottom art and top art. And then if they're playing on the side art, and then front art. And then you know the cars are kind of hard to like talk about it, but you could just say like the front van. Also use your pings. Usually they're not allowed, but in ranked you can use your pings. It's a very helpful tool, I'd say. Kind of get used to, you know, live pinging or trying to at least, you know, because sometimes it's hard, especially with the cars. Like a lot of times when I'm playing, I'll be like, oh, he's usually when they're there you can ping them, but oh, he's front van, and then when you ping it, it's kind of, you know, kind of obvious where they are. So B control down here we call this just vault. So like right here to here is vault, vault to B control, vault to mid. Then you got this little area called AS and D, because obviously the bomb's right here. And then AS and D to like mid or hole. So AS and D to hole or hole. You dropped hole to vault, and then B control. This whole little alleyway is lion, obviously because this statue. So this like from here all the way down there is lion. Here we call hookah, because there's a little like hookah thing right there. So this whole entire room is hookah. This we don't really have a call out for. I mean, I usually just call it like book or rugs. Book, rugs, either or. It's kind of self-explanatory. And then here, um, obviously I already mentioned catwalk. This we call the single or top single because there's only one window. Single to dark, or dark to single. And then we make our way over to P4. The major spawn here is dark. So a lot of people like to play in this little corner, which me and my team call Creddy. So he's one shot Creddy, usually means he's right there, huge Chala, and boom, he's dead. So Creddy to like side Jeep. This one's pretty easy just because there's only 2 cars. So side Jeep, a lot of people like to head glitch both sides of it. So dark to side Jeep or side door. And then over here we call this like scaff or scaffolding or dirt. And then back here, back before obviously. And then this building, like I mentioned, is art. So you got back art, back P4, statue. And then, you know, he's in P4, which is this little area right here. P4 to top P4. And then obviously you can differentiate the doors, back door, side door, and then front door. So yeah, I mean, those are really just all the comms for this map. Pretty self-explanatory. Honestly, reps are going to be your best way to learn them. You know, I mean, I still mess up comms when you're in the heat of the moment. Sometimes it's hard to like, you know, sometimes you'll call this like P4, you'll call that art, but you know, as long as you're working on it and just working to get better, that's all you can really do. And once, you know, you're able to pinpoint exactly where they are, if I'm playing statue and if you die dark and you're like, oh, they're all pushing dark, you know, instead of going here, I can actually look here and help my team instead of, you know, not saying anything and I'm just letting them walk in for free. So yeah, that's a quick video. I'll probably do other maps once I make the spawn videos for them. Let me know if there's a specific map that you guys want me to do, and drop them in the comments. Like the video, subscribe, follow me on Twitch. I'm live pretty much every day there. Yeah, it's been Barney Boys. Peace.